How's go ahead.
Go ahead.
How's Bando's demeanor? Like, what's he like?
He was, we don't try to make a big deal. I mean, if a guy goes down, it's the next guy up, So he went in there and did what he was supposed to do. He actually did a damn good job in protection. Stayed in balance. He knew his plays. Bando played hard when he got in there as well. So that's what I was really proud of him. For was finishing the blocks. There was a boot, a rollout, the boot protection, and Noah ended up throwing the ball to Rafdal over the middle, late over the middle, as he was rolling out back to his left. And the only reason why he was able to get the time to do it is because of Brock and his effort on the play. Things that go unnoticed, but certainly as a coach, you notice it, and you want to make sure you point it out for guys to continue to give the effort that they're giving, and then him stepping in there when Jaime got hurt, and owning his job and doing his job, and the offensive production not falling off, at that particular position once Jaime went out. Was really good to see.
Who's taking reps at left tackle this week besides Bando? What players have taken reps at the left tackle?
Both Bando, Hymas, and AJ Forbes.
So Hymas has been out there.
Yeah, he's out there. How'd
he do today?
Who?
What did he do?
Hymas? He did a good job. He was limited, but he was good. He did a good job.
They have a pretty good, or they seem to have a pretty good pass rush, right? Their numbers would suggest they do. What have you seen out of that bunch, and how do you protect against some of the things they do?
Stick to your fundamentals. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you call the protections and you stick to your fundamentals, read your keys, work with your ads. I think you asked about 47 earlier, but our guys have seen a damn good pass rush out of our own guys, day in, day out. So we play some pretty damn good pass rushers as well, especially the inside guys. And, the same fundamentals that work to beat our guys here are the same fundamentals that we're going to use to go up there and win against those guys.
How would you describe Bando's progress since you've been here? How has that evolved since you got here?
Well, Brock, he's such a how would I put it? He's a kid when we first arrived that it took a long time to figure him out, right? It took a long time to figure out. He's not a weird kid by any means, but I believe as a coach you have to first connect with a kid before you correct him, right? So getting that connection and kind of figuring how he ticks and whatever. We continue to work that process, and then lo and behold, last year at this time Brock was on scout team, right? He was on scout team as a redshirt freshman, redshirt sophomore now, right? Yeah. And on Fridays we have the scout team guys. They actually run our offense and our defense. We have a scout team scrimmage on every Friday morning prior to our practice. Okay. And Brock kind of took off from there. He kind of started owning his job, really putting in the effort, really had a desire, right? He had an ambition to be better. And sure enough, that carried into spring ball. And, we saw him come on in spring ball and be a real dude. And then, come fall ball, he was the same guy. He changed his body around. He lost some weight. Okay. He's a dense kid as it is. Very dense. Thick-boned kid. So he's a stout kid. And then you put the drive and the tenacity with it, and that's really been the difference with him. Beforehand he was just kind of here. It was just kind of I played football for Nebraska. I'm from Lincoln. I'm a local kid. But more recently, maybe about 7-8 months ago, he took a ownership to it, right? And that ownership has led to his ascension as a player. And I'll tell you, there's nobody in our program or in our offensive line. I'm not going to say our program. I'm not going to go that broad, but nobody in our offensive line unit has progressed more than Brock Bando since we've arrived here. And that's a testament to him. I'm certainly proud of him and his future as an offensive lineman.
Did you figure out something like how he ticks, or did it just kind of happen?
No, it's just something that just happens. Organic is a great word to say it. It was a give and a give. I'm going to try to get as close as I can to know you and you know, you're going to, and then I also had to push his buttons a little bit. You know, there's a little bit of a grit that comes along with it. There's a little bit of a, hey, direct talk, what I like to call it. You know, hey, you need to clean this shit up. You know, you need to get it done. You know, rather than, oh, it's okay. You know, so I think he was kind of used to getting treated like that. Whereas, no, do your job, know your job, do your job, do it again. Okay. And that's the standard. And he kind of took well to that and he got better.
Okay. Was he at guard when you got here? Where was he working?
He was at guard, yeah. He was at guard.
Why'd you move him? I mean, what
initially in spring ball, we had to move him because of lack of bodies. We had to move him because of lack of bodies. We didn't have enough tackles in spring ball. And lo and behold, he went out there and, you know, day by day, he just got better at that position. And, you know, when Christian got hurt, because we were trying to, you know, kind of work the process with him, you know, being a tackle, certainly, but we felt like, you know, his best ball was at guard. And then, you know, Christian got hurt, and now he became a full-time tackle, and he took ownership of that position. And, you know, he's done a good job out there at tackle.
So you sound confident if you have to roll with him, Bando?
Yeah, I'm confident in all my guys. You know, I got to be confident, right? I mean, hell, if he's out there, we better, you know, tee high and let it fly.
When you got here, was the tackle depth thinner than you even imagined? I mean, as far as you had to move a guy like Mando to tackle from guard, do some things like that.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what I imagined, or more so than anything, the departure of Nick Gates hurt us a little bit, right? A couple other guys, you know, like Broke Hop, I think it was a tackle at first. And we had to move Sichterman down inside. Christian was there, obviously Jaime was there. Matt Farniak, you know. I would call it more so than anything the quality bodies at that position was more alarming than anything. You know, when I say quality bodies, I'm talking about guys that can be consistent, in the Big Ten to hold down the edge and do their job in protection, particularly, right? So that's the thing that was more alarming than anything, was that, you know, we didn't have as many quality bodies as we wanted and needed at that position, and hence the recruiting class where we basically recruited all tackles.
5, 6, 7 guys.
Hey, Scott talked the other day really interesting about the 3 opponents so far have shown a lot of looks that you guys didn't necessarily anticipate, and that Northern Illinois was really like that, like you didn't practice against hardly anything. Scott talked about that. So what's that like in game with the communication?
It's fun. Honestly, it's fun. These guys, they were a 4-down operation, and they came out in all stacks. And it was a big-time growth moment for Cam Jurgens, because
really,
you know, now it's like, all right, boys, you know, they showed up in 3-3 stacks. So you either are like, holy crap, blown away with it, or you keep the guys calm and say, all right, here's our plan. And keep them calm. Here's our plan. Here's how we're going to attack it. Here's the calls that we need to make. For some of the veteran guys, mainly, you know, Matt Farniak, Bo Wilson, Brendan Hymas, you know, we had seen a 3-3 stack before last year when Bethune-Cookman came to town. So that recall from them was good, because now I can really focus intentionally on Cam and Trent, because those were the newbies into the operation. Now Cam is a big key to the deal, because he's the one that has to make the initial front declaration, right? So, you know, when we first got out there, you know, I was like, oh crap, they showing up in odd stacks, you know, which we never practiced, not even in fall ball, because our defense runs an odd spacing, not odd stack. It's a totally different defense, totally different gap fits, and they can do so much more out of the odd stack. But it was a big time growth moment for Cam, seeing a different front, seeing a different look, seeing different movement patterns, and understanding now he gets an opportunity to understand more of our offense and the wrinkles that we have to make to it based on a different look that we're going to see. And that's what they showed. They showed, you know, odd stacks. We had never practiced that, you know, all week. You know, it's been a year since we practiced that. A little bit more than a year since we practiced odd stacks. But
so are guys calm on the headset?
Guys calm on the headset?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What do you mean?
Well, I mean,
that's the one thing about our staff. Our guys
seen it.
It's not we're seeing it. It's just, hey, the guys know what they're doing. So therefore, it's like, all right, what are we going to do? I mean, I've been in this offense for 7 years now.
Okay.
Arizona was an odd stack defense.
Okay.
That's what they ran. Who else was odd stacks? Who else did we play? I'm talking about way back to Oregon, you know. So generally speaking, you know, I'm not going to say I've seen everything because I have not seen everything. There's always something left to see. But I've seen a lot of things, and I've seen the way it should work. So now, all right, keep calm. Let's get on the board. Let's talk through it. Let's talk through the different looks. Let's talk through the different techniques. Let's talk through the different ways that they're attacking the zone read. They're attacking whatever plays that we're running so that we can make the in-game adjustments and keep their offense efficient.